Up next.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yo, it's your boy Alan Gamori, straight out of Ndejje University TV, and I'm here to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous Happy New Year.
Come experience education with no boundaries at Ndejje University, where learning is taken beyond the confines of a lecture room. Come experience Ndejje University's Open Distance e-learning ODEL initiative. The program is flexible, reliable, and affordable with an impeccable support system to help you excel in the areas of engineering, health sciences, arts, education, social sciences, business management, basic sciences, and information technology. It will not matter where you are with our ODEL program. Your education experience at Ndejje University will be of quality. For more information, kindly visit our website at www.ndejjeuniversity.ac.ug or call 0392 730 321. Ndejje University. Come experience a holistic approach to learning.
This week.
Omulabi wa Ndejje University TV niyo program obulamu zaabu.
These are the patients. You can see this is doctor's room.
Era banaswali natural weight. Kimu kyakuna kubereka emmere leeta amaanyi.
Mweno program tugenda batukutuusaako abasawo abakugu ab'enjawulo.
Oxygen will then come from the bag to the patient.
Afuna kye bayita cardiac arrest or heart attack. Bakwaya obukerenda.
You can see the compartment for admiralios.
Abalwadde ba sukaali ne pressure tebali amasavu g'abisu.
Ebyo byonna mweno program obulamu zaabu.
Ndejje University TV, your source of knowledge and wisdom. Ndejje University crowned the overall winner of the 12th edition of the Eastern Africa University Games. President Museveni commissions Mpondwe one-stop border post. Put your training into practice, SFC commander tells soldiers. OJARU nets hat-trick as Onduparaka picks 5-1 win over UPDF at Greenlight Stadium. Welcome, this is Live at 8. My name is ANSLEM OJARU with the news in details. Ndejje University crowned the champions of the 12th edition of the Eastern Africa University Games that took place at Ndejje University main campus. Makerere University came in the second position and Makerere Business School in the third. Sarah Chirabo reports.
The 12th edition of the East African University Games hosted at Ndejje University under the auspice of the Federation of the Eastern African University Sports, which started on 16th December 2022, finally ended successfully on 21st December 2022 in Luwero. The tournament attracted universities from East African countries, which are Uganda, Kenya and Tanzania, to participate in multiple sports.
Second position, Kenyatta University, and first position is Ndejje University, swimming women.
Athletes from different universities won medals in various sports disciplines, including football, netball, volleyball, athletics, swimming, among others. The games climaxed with Ndejje University of Uganda being the overall winner after collecting 124 medals, 59 gold, 39 silver, and 26 bronze, followed by Makerere University of Uganda in second position with 68 medals, 21 gold, 20 silver, and 27 bronze. Makerere University Business School of Uganda crowned third with 40 medals, 15 gold, 6 silver, and 19 bronze medals. Ndejje University came into the competitions as a defending champions from the last edition held in Dodoma 2018 and has managed to defend the crown. Swimming was the best game for the university with 26 gold medals, 14 of which were achieved by one athlete, Rashida Najuma, 5 bronze and 11 silver medals. The university also dominated in taekwondo, volleyball. Strathmore University dominated in rugby. Makerere University dominated in swimming and rugby. Chambogo University dominated in rugby. UCU dominated in football. Mbarara University dominated in chess, and Bishop Stuart dominated in tennis. In this year's games, Ugandan universities performed well compared to previous editions, and this has been proved by the first 3 positions being awarded to Ugandan universities. Sarah Chirabo, live at 8.
University from Kenya.
Thank you, Sarah. The President of the Republic of Uganda commissioned a one-stop border post and a new border export zone in Mpondwe, Kasese district. This is aimed at easing the trade between Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Let's take a look. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has urged Ugandans, especially in markets, to get back to business now that the country has fully opened. The president says people now only need to be fully vaccinated and not to worry so much about COVID-19 while in public places.
The market which we launched down there must be used now. Because the reason we had stopped markets was because of Corona. But a few weeks ago, you remember, I made a national broadcast and we said we had opened the country. And we are now emphasizing immunization. So the border is now open.
The president made the remarks on Wednesday, December 21st, 2022, while speaking to crowds at Mpondwe, Uganda Democratic Republic of Congo border, shortly after commissioning Phase 1 of the Mpondwe-Luhibira Border Export Zone Market and Mpondwe One-Stop Border Post in Kasese District. The over 5 billion shilling facility, funded by World Bank through Great Lakes Trade Facilitation Project, is meant to enable cross-border trade by increasing the capacity for commerce and reducing the costs faced by traders, especially small-scale and women traders in the borderlands. Trade between Uganda and Democratic Republic of Congo has been affected by restrictions requirements such as visa fees in dollars equivalent to Uganda shillings 10,000 for Ugandans to cross into Democratic Republic of Congo. The president assured continued peace to the people of Kasese and the whole Rwenzori region and thanked DRC President Felix Tshisekedi for agreeing to work with Uganda to clear the Allied Democratic Forces rebels out of Congo and vowed not to leave any stone unturned.
Now, on the issue of peace, I want to thank His Excellency Tshisekedi for agreeing to work with us to clear ADF out of Eastern Congo. And we shall do it. And we are doing it.
On commercial agriculture, His Excellency Museveni emphasized the 7 activities for people with small portions of land on account of high returns per acre per annum. The president reiterated that families with 6 acres and above can use 4 acres for coffee, fruits, food crop, dairy farming, pigs, poultry, fishing. They can also produce low-value crops like sugarcane, cotton, tobacco, maize, etc. and on the other 2 acres in addition to high-value activities. He cautioned them against the wrong method of physical land fragmentation, saying it discourages wealth creation. On infrastructure, the president promised to work on the road from Kikorongo to Mpondwe border.
Because if I have income, even if the government hospitals are not efficient, I can go to a private doctor. And if the government schools are not teaching you well, I can send my children to private schools. So homestead income is really what everybody should do. And with the Chiwaro. Now, I think the other most important part for this area, apart from peace, is this road. This road is not good from the equator, from Chikorongo. I came on a part of it, but we are going to work on it. I'll make sure we work on this.
The State Minister for Trade, Harriet Ntabazi, said more 18 markets of this nature will be constructed as a way of building bridges to counter the barriers of trade between Uganda and the other East African countries.
And our agencies that we have 18 markets of this nature which are going to be constructed. Now, in the one-stop center, Your Excellency, we have provided for the Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, because one of the biggest exports that we are doing in Uganda is agricultural nature. So, Your Excellency, we are going to have a big struggle with the Minister of Agriculture to make sure that they produce enough to feed Ugandans and then produce enough for East Africa and then outside. You have done a lot, Your Excellency, in looking for markets. And among the priorities that you've set is market access. The 5 priorities that you've set, Your Excellency, market access is one of them. And you've done your best. Now the markets are now available. The Commissioner General Uganda Revenue Authority, John Musinguzi, described the event as a testimony that there is growing business between Uganda and DRC.
And what we are witnessing today, commissioning of the one-stop border point between Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo, is testimony that there is growing business between these two countries, which had not been there, despite the fact that these countries have always lived by each other, next to each other, but without much to trade. Your Excellency, the role of the one-stop border point that you have just opened today is to put together all the different agencies of government that facilitate trade to ensure that the cost of doing business is minimized and there are no delays. So on behalf of the colleague agencies that we sit together in these one-stop border points, that is the Ministry of Agriculture, the Immigrations Department, the National Drug Authority, security agencies, we all are pledging before you that going forward, we are going to facilitate business and trade between Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Mpondwe one-stop border post in Kasese district becomes the 8th one-stop border post after Malaba, Mutukula, Lwakaka, Elegu, Katuna, Mirama Hills, and Interoko, also set, only waiting to be commissioned. 2 more are under construction, including Swam River one-stop border post in the border with Kenya. Uganda's trade with DRC has progressed over the years, with the country's export to DRC now amounting to over $300 million. Export through Mpondwe majorly comprises agricultural produce and industrial products. The ceremony was attended by, among others, State Minister for Local Government Honorable Victoria Rusoke, State Minister of East African Community Honorable Magode Ikuya, religious leaders and officials from the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo. ANSLEM OJARU, live at 8. The commander of the Special Forces Command, Brigadier David Mugisha, called upon soldiers to put their training into practice and protect Ugandans. He said this during the passing out ceremony of the soldiers in Nakaseke district. Let's take a look.
During the passing out ceremony of Special Forces Command soldiers at Samora Macho Special Forces School in Kaweweta, Nakasero District, Brigadier David Mugisha, while giving his speech virtually, advised soldiers to put their training to practice and protect Ugandans on Thursday 21st, 2022. He was presented by Special Forces Command Director of Training, Colonel John Bosco Asinguzi, and delivered most of his speech on his behalf. The Director of Training presented awards to the best performing students. The award of the best overall was scooped by Peterson Ocheng, while that of the best in the field was taken by Peace Joshua. The one for the best in academics was scooped by Ruthenia Fred, while the one for the best among female students was taken by Dorcas Wele, and lastly Nkurununji Rodin was awarded for being the most disciplined. The training covered a wide range of topics that included counter-terrorism, skills at arms, and martial arts. Colonel John Bosco said that a soldier without training is like a fish without water, before congratulating the officers upon the completion of their training and urged them to always be alert and constantly disciplined. The commander further cautioned the soldiers against recklessness that may expose them to infections such as HIV/AIDS, and thanked the instructors for the good job done during the training of these officers. The Deputy Director of Training, Lieutenant Colonel Joseph Bakchiri, was pleased to observe that the trainees were given a task which they have successfully delivered. The Commandant of Samora Macho Special Forces School, Major George Ruhinda, thanked the Special Forces Command leadership for all the support it has rendered during this course and urged the soldiers to take care of their lives as they strive to serve the country. Agnes Nabugwao, live at 8.
And in sports, Onduparaka picked their first win of the season at Greenlight Stadium. Express failed to hit at the back of the net against Blacks Power to end their first round in the game that ended goalless at Wankulukuku. Let's take a look.
Dennis Ojara scored a second-half hat-trick as Ondumparaka picked their first win of the season to end the first round on a high. Dominic Abonga and Emmanuel Okech added a goal each as the Caterpillars won 5-1 against UPDF in a Uganda Premier League game played at Greenlight Stadium. Ezekiel Okatende scored early for the Visitors, but the Army side left Alua without a point. Ojara needed only 20 minutes to finish his Uganda Premier League hat-trick, which turned out to be the Caterpillars' best Christmas gift ever. The results mean that Ondumparaka, who's still at the bottom with 7 points, has reduced the relegation gap to 4 points, while UPDF slipped to 13th with 10 points. At only 9 minutes on the clock, Katende put the Vistas up front with a beauty in the top corner after receiving from Douglas Oironthi. After 6 minutes, Ondumparaka leveled matters through Abonga, who scored from Gaddafi Gadino corner kick. In the added minutes of the first half, Okocha converted from a penalty after he was fouled by David Kakaire to put the host in the lead. Just 10 minutes into the second half, OJARU produced a beautiful flip to beat his maker after receiving from Adrico to extend Ondumparaka's lead. 5 minutes later, OJARU scored his second and a fourth for the hosts from Abonga's drop ball, which he fired at the first sight. With 15 minutes left to play, OJARU completed his hat-trick and a fifth for his side after yet another overhead ball from Gaddafi Gadino. There was little team left in Vista's leg as they failed to register even a single shot on target in the second half. Ondumparaka will open its second round against URA at Greenlight on February 11, while UPDF will open up with Express on the same day. Elsewhere, Express failed to find the back of the net against Black's Power to end their first round on a low note. The game at Wankulukuku ended goalless as the Red Eagles failed to return to winning ways. Express finished the first round in 9th with 14 points from as many games. Black's Power, who drew 1-1 in their last game against Ondumparaka, jumped out of the relegation zone with 11 points. Express will face UPDF in their opening games of the second round on February 11, 2023 at Wankulukuku, while Black's Power will visit Bull a day before at Njeru. Salah Chirabo, Alan Gamol, live at 8.
Thank you for watching. That was Live at 8. My name is ANSLEM OJARU. See you next time. Merry Christmas.